Tonight, we are looking out for your safety on the road.
This is new video from a high-speed police chase over the weekend on I-35E in Ramsey County. Police say they used stop strips, which caused the driver to lose control, hit a guardrail, and roll into a ditch. 4 different law enforcement agencies participated in the chase. And as Jonah Kaplan explains in this WCCO investigation, that's not uncommon, but they all may have different rules of engagement.
It's a balancing act, right? Because, I think as law enforcement officers, we all have a duty to uphold the law, but we also have a duty, at least for our agency, in the mission of traffic safety.
Captain Brian Cheney's career in law enforcement spans 3 decades, most of them with the Minnesota State Patrol.
This can't be an easy thing for an officer. What's it like to sit in that driver's seat when you're faced with the decision, do I pursue this vehicle, this suspect, or do I pull back?
If I'm in this pursuit, in this environment, depending on where that is the next intersection someplace where somebody's crossing the street in a crosswalk, or is there a school, or is it a heavy cross traffic? You have to try to not get tunnel vision and focus on bigger picture.
There is no one-size-fits-all policy on chases in Minnesota. Each agency has its own rules of engagement, but they're based on a model from the Minnesota Board of Peace Officers Standard and Training. The last update was approved last year. Here are some of the suggested protocols. An officer can start a pursuit when the risk of letting the suspect go outweighs the risk to other drivers on the road. The officer or trooper behind the wheel must also keep evaluating those risks and whether there's still a good chance of even catching the person they're after. The model policy also spells out some of the risk factors to consider, including speed and the seriousness of the crime. It also lists some strategies to help end the chase, like spike strips, pit maneuvers, or box-ins. The post board also makes clear no officer will be disciplined for terminating a pursuit.
What we often don't know is why that person's fleeing. We've looked at our own data to say that chances are it's probably not that really horrible offense. Known offenders we won't pursue because we can hold them accountable. They flee from us. We can still submit that investigation to a county attorney, a prosecutor, a city attorney, and they can still get charged. Nobody wants a tragedy to happen, whether that's an innocent person, whether that's the person fleeing, whether that's an officer, to happen in anything we do in our daily lives.
It's not a matter of letting people go because
Correct.
The district attorney, county attorney is telling us we don't need to worry about that.
No, I think our decisions are based off of, again, I go back to traffic safety or risk mitigation or risk versus reward, right? That's just the bottom line. I think it's the safety of everybody.
State crime data shows the number of pursuits have declined year to year since 2021, and just over half of those chases are called off by officers. Nearly 99% of all pursuits end without injury, but nearly a third result in property damage. And just as exact policies are specific to each agency, so is the review process. The BCA doesn't get involved.
It starts out getting reviewed at the first line supervisor level. So if it's a trooper, their lieutenant would review that, and then it goes to the district captain. District captain then reviews it and determines whether or not that it's within policy. Right. From there, it goes to the regional major that oversees that particular operations district. The major then and the captain are the two that really have the most oversight over every single pursuit.
Do you think that's enough?
I think in our agency, it's proven to be enough.
In St. Paul, Jonah Kaplan, WCCO News.